Salt, a simple compound, yet crucial. Since time immemorial, it has seasoned our food. But its importance goes far beyond mere taste. Salt has been a cornerstone of civilization. Empires rose and fell on its availability. Wars were waged over its control. This white gold was more than a commodity. It was a currency, a preservative, a symbol of power. Cultures developed ingenious ways to extract salt. From mines to evaporation ponds, the quest for salt shaped societies. In France, we discover remarkable salt works. Salins-les-Bains and Arc-et-Senans stand as testaments to human ingenuity. These UNESCO sites offer a glimpse into a bygone era. Our exploration begins in the depths of the earth. Salins-les-Bains, nestled in a valley, was the primary source of brine for centuries. Here, natural springs, rich in salt, emerged from the ground. This brine, a highly concentrated salt solution, was the raw material for a delicate and laborious process. Through a network of wooden pipes, some dating back to the Middle Ages, the brine was transported. It flowed from the springs to vast evaporation pans, marking the start of its transformation into precious salt crystals. This open-pan salt production method, employed for centuries, was a marvel of its time. It required a deep understanding of water, heat, and the delicate balance of evaporation. The salt workers, or sauniers as they were known, played a vital role in this intricate dance between man and nature. Salins-les-Bains, as its name suggests, owes its existence to salt. Nestled in the valley of the Furious River, the town rests upon a vast subterranean reserve of brine. This white gold infused the waters, shaping the very landscape and destiny of the region. For centuries, Salins-les-Bains thrived as a vital salt-producing center. Its strategic location and abundant resources drew settlers and rulers alike. The town's fortunes rose and fell with the salt trade, its history intertwined with the ebb and flow of this precious commodity. The Romans, recognizing the value of the salt springs, were among the first to exploit them systematically. They established a rudimentary salt works, laying the foundation for centuries of salt production. Over time, the techniques evolved, but the fundamental principle remained the same. Walking through the streets of Salins-les-Bains today, one can still sense the echoes of its salty past. The town's history is etched into its very fabric, from the names of its streets to the architecture of its buildings. The Great Salt Works, a sprawling complex of interconnected buildings and courtyards, stands as a testament to this legacy. Now, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it offers a captivating glimpse into the industrial heart of Salins-les-Bains. Beneath the surface, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers whispers tales of bygone labor. Here, in the cool, damp darkness, miners once toiled tirelessly, extracting the precious salt. At the heart of the Great Salt Works lay the Graduation Tower, a structure as imposing as it was ingenious. This wooden behemoth, resembling a giant elongated barn, played a crucial role in the salt production process. Here, the brine, pumped from the depths of the earth, underwent the first stage of its transformation. The Graduation Tower, a marvel of early engineering, harnessed the power of nature to concentrate the brine. The brine, channeled through a network of wooden pipes and troughs, cascaded down the tower's walls. Exposed to the open air, it slowly evaporated, leaving behind a more concentrated salt solution. The brine, now concentrated after its passage through the Graduation Tower, flowed into vast, shallow pans. These pans, the heart of the open-pan salt production process, stretched out like shimmering mirrors beneath the sun. Crafted from wood and clay to withstand the corrosive nature of the brine, These pans became the stage for the final act of transformation. Here, under the watchful eyes of the sauniers, the alchemy of salt unfolded. The process, though seemingly simple, demanded a deep understanding of nature's rhythms. Heat, the driving force of evaporation, played a crucial role. The sauniers, relying on their experience and keen observation, carefully regulated the temperature of the brine. The sauniers, the skilled artisans of the saltworks, held the key to this delicate balance. Their knowledge, passed down through generations, guided every step of the process. They understood the subtle signs, the changing colors of the brine, the delicate patterns formed by the evaporating water, all whispering secrets of the salt within. Their tools were simple: wooden rakes, long-handled shovels, and a keen eye for detail. With patient precision, the sauniers guided the transformation of brine into salt. They skimmed impurities from the surface of the pans, ensuring the purity of the final product. The crystallization of salt was a mesmerizing spectacle. As the water slowly evaporated under the sun's warmth, the salt, no longer able to remain dissolved, gradually emerged from its liquid embrace. Tiny crystals, sparkling like diamonds, formed on the surface of the brine, gradually coalescing into larger, more defined shapes. The pans, once filled with a homogeneous liquid, now shimmered with a tapestry of white. The pace of crystallization depended on the weather. Sunny days hastened the process, the air above the pans thick with the scent of brine. Cloudy skies brought a slower, more languid evaporation, the salt crystals forming with a more delicate, almost ethereal beauty. The 18th century ushered in a period of enlightenment and ambition. Across Europe, monarchs and visionaries embarked on grand projects, driven by a belief in progress and the power of human ingenuity. In France, King Louis XV, eager to modernize the salt industry and increase royal revenues, commissioned a bold and unprecedented undertaking: the construction of a new, state-of-the-art salt works. This ambitious project, entrusted to the visionary architect Claude-Nicolas Ledoux, would forever alter the landscape of salt production. The existing salt works at Salins-les-Bains, though productive, faced limitations. The transportation of brine from the springs to the evaporation pans, a distance of over 20 kilometers, remained a logistical challenge and an economic burden. The Royal Saltworks of Arc-et-Senans, strategically located near a vast forest providing ample fuel for the fires that drove evaporation, promised to overcome these obstacles. Claude-Nicolas Ledoux, a leading figure in the neoclassical movement, embraced this challenge with characteristic zeal. He envisioned more than just a functional salt works. He sought to create an ideal industrial city, a testament to the transformative power of reason and order. The Royal Saltworks of Arc-et-Senans, conceived as a self-contained community, would house workers, administrators, and their families, providing not only employment but also a model of enlightened living. Ledoux's design for the saltworks reflected his belief in the symbolic power of architecture. He arranged the buildings in a semicircular arc, a bold departure from traditional industrial layouts. At the center of this arc stood the director's house, a commanding structure symbolizing the eye of the king overseeing his domain. Ledoux's vision extended beyond the purely functional aspects of salt production. He envisaged Arc-et-Senans as a utopian community, a place where work and life harmoniously intertwined. He incorporated green spaces, gardens, and communal areas within the saltworks design, promoting a sense of community and well-being among the workers. The architecture itself, with its classical proportions, grand colonnades, and carefully planned vistas, aimed to inspire a sense of order and civic pride. However, Ledoux's ambitious plan for an ideal city of salt remained incomplete. Financial constraints and the tumultuous events of the French Revolution brought construction to a halt before all the buildings could be realized. Despite this, the Royal Saltworks of Arc-et-Senans stands as a powerful testament to the utopian ideals of the Enlightenment. The saltworks of Salins-les-Bains and Arc-et-Senans, though separated by time and architectural style, shared a common thread: their profound economic impact. Salt, a necessity of life, fueled the economies of both towns and, by extension, the coffers of the French monarchy. The gabelle, the salt tax, though deeply unpopular, provided a steady stream of revenue for the crown, funding wars, palaces, and the lavish lifestyles of the aristocracy. The salt trade, a bustling enterprise, extended its reach far beyond the Franche-Comté region. Merchants, their wagons laden with precious salt crystals, traversed ancient trade routes, connecting the saltworks to markets near and far. Rivers, those watery arteries of commerce, carried salt to distant cities where it commanded premium prices. The saltworks, with their constant need for labor, shaped the social fabric of the surrounding communities. Generations of families toiled in the saltworks, their lives intrinsically linked to the rhythms of salt production. The sauniers, those masters of salt, commanded respect for their skill and knowledge, passing down their craft from father to son. The towns around the saltworks bustled with activity. In Salins-les-Bains and Arc-et-Senans, inns and taverns provided respite for weary travelers and salt workers seeking solace after long hours of labor. Markets overflowed with produce from the surrounding countryside, catering to the needs of the growing population drawn to the saltworks. The legacy of the saltworks extends far beyond their economic impact. They stand as enduring symbols of human ingenuity, perseverance, and the enduring relationship between man and nature. The architectural grandeur of Arc-et-Senans, a testament to the utopian ideals of the Enlightenment, continues to inspire awe and wonder. The saltworks of Salins-les-Bains, with their labyrinthine tunnels, towering graduation towers, and vast evaporation pans, offer a tangible connection to the past. The fires of the saltworks have long since been extinguished. The once bustling courtyards now stand silent, the air no longer thick with the scent of brine. Yet, the spirit of these remarkable places endures. Salins-les-Bains and Arc-et-Senans, though frozen in time, speak volumes about a bygone era. They remind us of a time when salt, this humble mineral, held the keys to power, prosperity, and even progress. Walking through the silent buildings, one can almost hear the echoes of industry, the rhythmic splashing of brine cascading down the graduation towers, the murmur of sauniers, their voices hushed as they tended to their precious salt crystals. Today, these saltworks stand as monuments to a forgotten industry. The open-pan salt production method, once a marvel of its time, has largely given way to modern, industrialized processes. Yet, the legacy of these ancient techniques lives on, not only in the preserved structures and artifacts, but also in the very salt that continues to grace our tables. In a world dominated by mass production, the artisanal nature of these saltworks holds a particular allure. The painstaking care, the reliance on natural elements, the generations of knowledge passed down through centuries, these qualities imbue the salt produced here with a unique character and value. Salins-les-Bains and Arc-et-Senans, now UNESCO World Heritage Sites, stand as testaments to preserving our industrial past. They offer a glimpse into a bygone era, when human ingenuity and nature converged to produce essential salt. These sites are living museums, inviting us to reconnect with our heritage. As we wander through these silent structures, we are reminded that history is a tapestry of lives and labors. The salt works invite us to remember those who toiled here,